Zoe and Zamaria. We need a third guard to step up. I think we also, with the loss of Sanaya Rivers, she was a great defensive player who can maybe step up and guard the other team's best perimeter scorer. And then rebounding, our whole team. Well, and also take care of the ball. We're slinging it around, and we're going to open up with Tennessee, who's going to press probably the whole game. So we got to take care of the ball, we got to rebound, and make sure our possessions are up.
How's the gelling process going between the newcomers and the returning players?
Yeah, it's going pretty well. But like I said, when you lose 2 first-round draft picks, as well as Madison Hayes, who's playing in Italy right now, you got a lot of shoes to fill. So we got to have some players step up in a hurry.
Given that, I guess, what has you encouraged or optimistic at this point that you'll be able to fill those shoes?
Yeah, I mean, again, we do have 3 starters returning with Zamaria and Zoe, and then Tilda Trigger. So we've got a good nucleus there. We were also able, Maddie Cox, Devin Quigley, some of the veterans there that have been around a year or two. And then I like the players we added, 2 freshmen and 2 portal players that are really talented. So I think we got some talent, but again, they got to mesh and come together, and we got a brutal schedule to open the season. So we're going to have to, like I said, it's going to have to come together in a hurry.
Both Sanaya and Isaiah had such great rookie seasons in the W.
Yeah.
What was that like,
Really
seeing them? And
yeah, really proud of them. It's fun watching them. Both their teams kind of struggled a little bit, but I thought those 2 made an impact and did some great things. And it's exciting to watch. I was able to go out and see both of them play in person, but also be able to watch them on TV. And really, like I said, just really proud of what both of them are doing.
Pierre from Vanderbilt, what's caught your eye about her so far?
Yeah, Camille's somebody that really feels the need for us. I think rebounding, again, Sanaya, Madison Hayes were both really good rebounders. So it's going to take a team effort, but we feel like Camille Pierre is somebody that can, she averaged almost a double-double. So we feel like she's somebody that can hopefully help us, inside and on the boards. And she also made a lot of plays on defense. So I think she's going to do a lot of things well for us.
And then Samuels from UConn, what do you see as her strong suits for you?
Yeah, Cadence, obviously we recruited her out of high school as well as Camille, both of those out of high school pretty hard, so we were very familiar with them. I think Cadence is somebody that at a guard position can help us on the boards as well. She's long, she's athletic. We played them a couple of years ago at our place. She had an unbelievable game, hit 4 out of 5 threes, so we hope she can provide that 3 and D that everybody's looking for.
Coach, can you talk about the development of Devin and Lorena, Ann, as well as Tilda, as well as those freshmen who became sophomores?
Yeah, I think Devin, somebody that, she got to play quite a bit. She was one of our first subs off the bench on the perimeter a year ago, and so we're looking for her to take another step, and she's somebody long and athletic and scored on 3 levels. So we like that. Tilda Trigger, she made all freshman team a year ago. She had a great summer with the Swedish national team. Got to play both up on the national team as well as on the under-20 team. So I thought she had a great summer, and she looks a little bit stronger, running the floor a little bit better. So we're expecting a lot out of her. And then Zamaria, she was having a great freshman year. I think she scored about 17 in the first half against Louisville. The very next practice, she dislocated the thumb on her shooting hand, and I think that hindered her all year long from then on. So hopefully we can get her back out there healthy, and she can take another step.
Are you guys going to try to play at a much faster pace, too, with the 2 new guards that you got?
We play pretty fast with Sanaya and Isaiah and Zoe out there, so hopefully we can maintain that more than anything. And like I said, I'm not sure right now who our third guard is going to be. We need somebody to step up and grab a hold of that.
Coach, what's the biggest challenge in bringing in transfers into the portal when you've already got several returning players? What's the biggest challenge in integrating them into the culture of NC State?
Yeah, I think it's going pretty well. I think it's important that you recruit good people. Our priority was maintaining our roster and holding on to our players, and I think we were fortunate to have 7 of them returning. But then, as you mentioned, I think the portal is where you go if you need to fill a need or two. And we really had a need at the forward position, and we needed some more experience at the guard. So Cadence and Camille kind of fill those roles. So far, great. They're fitting in really well. Again, you put good people in the mix, you're going to have good ingredient, good chemistry. So hopefully we can keep that.
Obviously, Zoe had a nice year for you last year. You looking for anything to take a step even more this year, I guess? Or,
Well, sure. You always hope to get better. I mean, I tried to call her sometimes in the summer and in the evening, and she was in the gym, I think, every time I called, so that's a good sign. But also a leadership position, which she may not always embrace being a leader and all that. It's a tough role, kind of a fine line you walk between being a teammate and being a leader. But hopefully Zoe can grasp that.
The interaction with you and Zam about coming off the bench. As a coach, I think there's some players who thrive in that position, and maybe it's something about their temperament. How do you find that, and then how do you kind of nurture that so that they don't feel like they have to be a starter?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you just stress to them, make sure they understand how important they are to your team. And, we had a few years there in a row where I think we had the 6th player of the year. So that's pretty neat as well. But, you're not going to win with 5 players. So, Zamaria was behind, like I said, 3 pros, last year. So I think this will be a breakout year for her. And we're going to have to find a 3rd guard, but we're also going to have to find a 4th and a 5th guard, that we like to play up tempo, get up and down the court. You're going to have some depth there, and you never know when the opportunity is going to come either for you to step in a bigger role.